Hello student, let's start our next session of the chapter force and pressure, which is the pressure medium. What is pressure? Before discussing this, there is a term thrust. What is this thrust? Force, we had discussed, it applies on any object, but when force applies on object in perpendicular, suppose it is the surface or object of the surface on which the force is applied, and the direction of the force is perpendicular to the surface, then that perpendicular force applied on object is known as your thrust. Perpendicular force applied on an object. Okay. Then what is the pressure? Pressure is the thrust applies in unit area. Unit area. What is the meaning of this? Force applied in this whole surface, okay, but the unit area, how much force is felt or received by the unit area of the surface of that object is the pressure. So the unit of thrust is actually it is the force, just a perpendicular force. So the pressure we can formulate is like force by area. Okay. Force, its unit is meter, and area, its unit is meter square. So what will be Newton meter per meter square? Okay. We also get in SI unit, we also get as the Pascal. Yeah. So it was the pressure. Now the pressure, this we can just see force per unit area. So this area, let me give you example. Suppose that there is an object A, okay, there is an object B. The force applied here 5 Newton force, of the thrust is here also the 5 Newton force. Here, as we increase the area, okay, here the area, let's suppose that if the area here is 3 meters square and here the area is just 10 meters square and here the area is 15 meters square. Okay, then what will the pressure on A? 5 by 10, it will be 1 by 2, and here pressure on B will be 5 by 15, which is 1 by 3. Which one is larger? Obviously this one. Force was constant, but area was changing. When the area was less, then pressure was high. Okay. When the area was high, the pressure was low. So here we find that pressure is inversely proportional to area. As the area increases, the pressure decreases. Okay. So now you can get the idea that if we are supposed to hold some weight on our head, we used to keep some cloths on our head so that the surface area will increase and the pressure will feel is less. Okay, in same way, in case of the high heel sandal, what happens? As in case of high heel sandal as the area which comes in contact is also very low, so the pressure felt on the surface is high, so it can be just sink into the surface if the surface is of sandlike. Okay, so the pressure is high where the area is less, and if we increase the area, pressure will reduce. If the area decreases, the pressure will increase. The second example I tell you, if we hammer any nail, what you have seen, that nail, area of nail is like this. It is having a very pointed structure, so that its surface area reduce so much and it can easily give that much pressure which will ease its penetration toward the or inside the wall. So in case of knife we always use the sharp edge. Why it is sharp edge? Because of this sharpness, its surface area reduce in comparison to blunt knife, and as the surface area reduces, it will be easy to cut any object. So there was the whole concept of the area. Okay, surface area actually. Then let us see that do we feel the pressure due to liquid or due to gases? Let us see. If there is any bottle filled with water, okay, I'm just giving you an example. If it is plastic bottle filled with the water, okay, you just keep one hole here. What will happen? Water will start to come out, isn't it? Why is it so? Because the water molecule give pressure toward the water. Let me give example in your daily life. You have seen the water pipe. If it get punctured, what happened? The water will come from that water pipe with a very high force, because again there is a pressure due to that liquid on the wall. So if a liquid exert pressure on the wall of the container, that is your hydrostatic pressure, mainly if we consider that it is water. Okay, hydrostatic pressure. Yeah, hydrostatic pressure. Let's see how does it is going to be affect on what happens in some cases. Suppose again it is with water, okay, at the same it is filled with water, at the same horizontal level you have created some holes here. Okay, what will happen? The water will start to come out. Suppose it is your three-dimensional water. Means that this hydrostatic pressure or that liquid pressure, that hydrostatic pressure applies in all direction. Very important it is. On direction. Now do the second activity. Your bottle is here filled with water. What you do? Make one hole here and the second hole here. Okay. What will happen? The water coming from that bottom side will have it will cover the large distance in comparison to this one. Why is it so? It shows that there is a less pressure and here it is high pressure. Means this pressure depends upon the depth. as the depth increases or height of the water column increases, the pressure also increases. Okay, there is a formula that P is equal to HdG, where H is your the downward height. Here, as it increases, the pressure is increased. Because of this, in the sea, when we go so much downward, we feel so much pressure on our head. So because of this, many aquatic animals just have lots of modification and adaptation to withstand with that hydrostatic pressure. So it was about the hydrostatic pressure, which is going to be changed because of the height of that water column. And one more thing, that it is applied in all direction. And one more thing, because I'm just concluding this from here also, in a horizontal direction, here at the same horizontal level, when we made more than two holes or more than one holes, what happened? The water was coming from all the holes, but it will cover the same distance. If there are two holes, then it will be having the same distance. Means that at the same horizontal level, if the depth is same, then the pressure felt by the wall on every side is same. Okay. That's all. It was your liquid pressure or hydrostatic pressure. Now let's see that atmospheric pressure. What is the atmospheric? So it was your liquid pressure. Then second, your air pressure. Let's see. Before this, we have to know what is this atmosphere. It is the earth, the whole air covering, which is approximately 15 kilometers toward that is your atmosphere. Air envelope is your atmosphere. Due to this air, it also gives some force. That force felt by the, or the pressure felt by the air is your atmospheric pressure. How we can, there is an instrument to measure it, it is your barometer. Barometer. Okay, what actually it is defined, how we can define it? Suppose it is a long cylinder with a unit area. Its area is unit area 1 meter or 1 centimeter square, whatever you want. Filled with air. The pressure felt on this unit area due to the air filled in this long cylinder is your atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure. We can define it, the pressure felt by the air in a unit area is the atmospheric pressure. Now can we, or you can imagine that, as I have told you, that pressure increases as the area decreases. Can you imagine that our head is having a small surface area? It should feel so much pressure. Yes, obviously there is a large pressure on the head, but this pressure is going to be neutralized by the pressure inside our body, which is continuously pushing outward. So this pressure neutralized and we don't feel any pressure. Now, what is the atmospheric pressure we have seen, but there are so many concepts, so many things which we use in our daily life due to the very important fact that is the air pressure difference. Always get one thing, that if there is an air pressure difference, then air will move from high pressure to low pressure. Okay, where will be the high pressure to low pressure. Okay, it is very important to get some concept. So, for example, I am telling you some example. We have all. I am sure that we all have used the straw for juice or some cold drink. What happened? Before getting that cold drink inside the straw, what we have to do? We have to create a very little pressure. For this, we just suck all the air from the straw. Now there is a vacuum, and as there is pressure difference, so your juice comes upwards. It was just because of the air pressure difference. One more example, very good activity I tell you. If you take a plastic bottle, put a hot water inside that plastic. You have mineral water, Bisleri water bottle. Just put a hot water in that, and immediately take out that water from that bottle and close that bottle. What happened? Just after a second, that bottle will be crushed or it will be shrink. If it is your bottle, sorry, my drawing is not as good. If it is your bottle, first step, open it and put a hot water here. Hot water here. Okay. And then vacate this bottle with hot water. Means hot water you have taken out, and immediately close the knob. Close that bottle. Close the bottle. What will happen? This bottle will be just like this. Why? Because as soon as you have taken out that hot water and there was vacuum created, low pressure, and you had closed this bottle immediately so that no air will be entered here, and due to the atmospheric pressure which is from outside, it will crush this bottle. So it was again due to the air pressure difference. Now very important example is Shakkar's pad. It used to be a disc-like pad. When we put it on the surface, you have seen this Shakkar's pad in your water cooler pump, which used to be immersed in the water. If you want to take it out or pull it out, what happens? We have to give so much force on it. Okay. And even in the mixer grinder, the below pads, there are some pads, sucker pads are like that. What happens when we put this shaker pad? When we suppose it is a shaker pad, it is your surface. When we put the shaker pad on the plain surface, what happens? The air from the surface is just moved out. Okay, and there is a vacuum created. This vacuum is created here. Now this surface is going to feel so much atmospheric pressure. Inside there is vacuum, and due to this pressure difference, it is very difficult to separate it out. So again, it was the concept of this shaker pad or air difference. So air difference is very important, and in case of that's all it was about that air pressure difference. We will see much more examples for this. And there are some questions in this chapter which used to confuse us, like that dropper. We just at first we just push the dropper, all the air come out, and we put it in liquid. The liquid will move up. Why is it so? Just because of this air difference. Okay, then some more examples that's all. If any confusion, you can ask me in comment box. I will try to clear your doubts. That's all. Thank you very much. Hopefully it will help.